The Nintendo Switch 2 has been being teased for months now, but we still do not have an official release date for the brand new console.
After 7 years on the market, 146 million systems sold, and more than 1 billion games sold, Nintendo hopefully is getting close to announcing whenever their new console will be released. Now, I know a lot of people have been calling it the Nintendo Switch 2, but my hope is that they don't call it that at all. I hope that they call it something funny like the Nintendo Switch U. I feel like that'll go over very nicely with people. There has been quite a bit of news popping up recently about potentially a new console coming out, and even though we haven't gotten an official announcement yet, it seems like we're going to be getting one pretty soon, so I better hurry up and make this video. Now, Nintendo has made multiple announcements lately, including they announced an alarm clock and a music app, but there hasn't been any actual official news about the Nintendo Switch 2. 2025 kicked off with a pretty juicy rumor as people had claimed to have their hands on the Switch 2's Joy-Cons, which I don't like the normal Switch's Joy-Cons, so I hope that that is false. But also, people posted images online claiming that the new controllers suggested that they will sport a similar design to the original, though they could be hiding a new feature or two. Another recent rumor I've seen is people talking about how many units the Switch 2 will sell in the United States. I also saw another report that was saying that pretty much the Switch 2, that's the name for it, which I don't really believe that fully at all. Knowing Nintendo, they're gonna come up with a new, I guess, I don't know, they're gonna come up with a new name for it pretty much. Like, you got the Wii, and you got the Wii U. So, I don't really know, man. There's plenty of unanswered questions about the new console, but I'm just going to go over all the stuff that I found on this article by GameSpot and pretty much just talk about it. So the biggest thing that came out of this article pretty much are a series of leaked images. I will put them on the screen now. And pretty much these images are suggesting that the Nintendo Switch 2 will sport a bigger 8-inch screen. It will have Joy-Cons that use a magnetic attachment, and it will also have significantly improved hardware in comparison to the current model. Now, it is pretty sketchy how these images were even shared anyway. They were found on a Chinese social media website, and then they were uploaded to Reddit, and Nintendo hasn't actually commented on these, but an official source told VGC that the Reddit images line up with what partners have been told to expect with the final Switch 2 design. A lot more renders came out in November and December 2024, and allegedly, well, these alleged leaked images showed pretty much updated Joy-Cons, and I will put that tweet on the screen now. But pretty much the biggest thing we can see, the biggest difference we can see, there are larger SL or SR buttons, new pedal back buttons, curved design. It resembles a September 2024 leak. There are pics from a China factory. I mean, the pics are from there, and they were leaked on the same Chinese website. So, I don't know, man. It's all pretty crazy. Now, as for a release date, I don't know. The Switch released in March 2017, and usually console generations last around 5 or 10 years, but there is no guarantee that Nintendo would follow a similar playbook with its next piece of hardware. The Wii and the Wii U, for example, launched in November of 2006 and 2012, but it's anyone's guess as to what the next launch month for the next Nintendo console would be. What's crazy though is that the current Nintendo president, oh my gosh, I can never say his name. Shuntaro Furukawa has said the Switch 2 will be announced during the company's current fiscal year, which is April 1st, 2024 to March 31st, 2025. So the official reveal could happen anytime now. Also, during an earnings call, Furukawa alluded to what the Switch 2 might be in terms of an evolution over the first system. Several times in the briefing, he spoke about the successor to the Nintendo Switch, suggesting that the new device will build on the foundation established by the Switch console. So basically what he's saying is we can expect pretty much a lot of stuff that was from the original Switch, we can expect it with the next one. Now, with all of this information, in my personal opinion, the Switch 2, whatever it's going to be called, the next Nintendo console is not going to be coming out this year at all. I don't think it'll even be announced this year. They're hardlining on the Switch. So I highly doubt we will ever see a successor this year. I mean, some developers have said that they will develop games for the brand new Switch console. And I hope that whenever it does come out, we do see that it has, just incredible performance. I hope that we can get some insanely good games, because we have some amazing games on the Switch, but a lot of times it feels like it's trying to trying to run some big games. So I just hope that we get a console that can really be good enough. For lack of a better word, I hope we can get a console that is good enough to run what we want it to run, pretty much. One of the biggest unknowns about the next piece of Nintendo hardware is what exactly it will be. Former Nintendo employees have predicted it will have a similar form factor to the Switch, and that it can be used as a handheld device and also dock to your TV like the existing model does. Nintendo, for its part, has said nothing at all about what to expect from its next system, apart from how the aim is for it to surprise and delight fans. So we only have predictions and guesses to go on for now. It's widely expected if Nintendo will release a new Mario Kart for their next console, and it'll probably be Mario Kart 9 if that does happen. I'm not sure if this is true or not, but a report from 2023 said a number of developers already had the new Nintendo console at their offices, and they were beginning to build games for it, but none have even been announced or even hinted at this point. A major question I have, and probably some other people have, is will the next Nintendo console support games from the Nintendo Switch, the first one? And also, will it have backwards compatibility? Not only that, but will Nintendo Switch Online work between the two new consoles? In January 2025, multiple reports said that Microsoft was preparing a number of games for release on a brand new Nintendo console, including Halo: The Master Chief Collection and Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Now, because it hasn't been released yet, I can only guesstimate on a price. I'm gonna guess that its launch price will be around $300. I feel like that's probably fair, honestly, and I feel like games for it are going to be pretty expensive. I'm gonna guess that they're gonna be $70 or maybe more, because Tears of the Kingdom was $70 at launch for the Switch, so we could probably see an increase in game prices for the brand new Nintendo console. But let me know what you guys think about the potential Nintendo Switch 2 in the comments below. Honestly, I don't really care too much about new consoles, honestly. This is probably the only time I'm ever going to even talk about this, ever, until a new Nintendo console even comes out. And, by the way, don't believe any of these leaks at all. Take all these leaks with don't fully go into believing that all this stuff will be in the Nintendo Switch 2 or whatever they call it. I really don't hope they call it that name. But yeah, I mean, pretty much that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. And stay safe out there. Love you all. Goodbye.